Hey, it's Rachel from All About Planners. So time for yet another Happy Planner review. It's gotten a bit overwhelming lately, the amount of planners they're putting out, sticker books, inserts, you get the idea. So this one is the color block layout. It is an 18th month planner, so it is a bit thicker than obviously the 12 month. It's about 1 inch thick. You've got the usual disc, the laminated cover. What I will say though is these covers, I'm not a fan of the direction they're going in, how they're not doing patterns anymore, they're doing these random images. I really hate the dividers throughout this planner, but I'll show you that in a minute. And it just sort of doesn't really coordinate. Like this glitter thing on the back doesn't really coordinate with that cover on the front. It's all a bit mismatched and yeah, I'm just not a fan. Okay, so moving on. Dates at a glance calendars. Again, not really a fan of these weird background images. And then we go into the monthly planning page and the divider. So on the monthly, you've got the dates at a glance, currently, birthdays, top events, and monthly goals. So kind of similar to some of their other monthly layouts, however they have jazzed it up a bit with more color and all little background images and things. Then after the monthly planning, obviously we go into the monthly calendar. Same format as they've done pretty much all the time with the boxes. They have changed up the little headers somewhat, and they do still have the US holidays printed. After the monthly, we go into the weekly. So this is the reason that I wanted this planner, because of the layout. So it's, to me, a cross between a categories and a vertical. So this section, the categories, so you can plan different things in each box. There's a little bit of space on the side here where you could write what your categories are. You wouldn't have enough room to put a sticker though. I normally use the Erin Condren header size stickers that I've made, and they normally fit most planners if you sometimes trim them a little bit in the gap on the side. This one you won't be able to do that though. You'll have to handwrite or just put your category straight in. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 per day, so you could use this as a student planner. You could do yourself, like travel planning, cleaning, meal planning, etc. in separate boxes. Got the little dates at a glance box up here, and then a lined sidebar. Starts on a Monday, and then on the other side, the reason I say cross between categories and vertical is that Saturday and Sunday just have a big open-ended column, and then you got this little weekend adventures section. Not really a fan of that thing. I would probably just go categories the whole way across, but to each their own. I do like the big bold numbers up the top though, it's a nice touch. Now I'll just show you some of the other designs throughout the planner. So this one, I like this page, hate this page. This whole thing that they're doing with the dividers with an image and then putting some text over the top, I'm not a fan at all. Just give me a plain pattern, much prefer that. But despite that, I do really like these colors. I'm not normally a fan of gold and blue or yellow with anything for that matter, but this works, looks pretty good. Next one. Absolutely hate this, not my style at all. I think it just looks junky and terrible. The colors of the weekly, I probably should have mentioned that, also match the monthly. So this one blue and red, and then if you go to the weekly, it will also be blue and, well, blue and pink. Then there's an orange one somewhere that I've seen, wherever that went. It's pink and blue. The yellow and blue one, which actually looks quite nice for a yellow one. And the June, sorry, it's a bit awkward with one hand. So this one's probably my favorite. Love purple and green, looks really good. Showed you that color scheme already. Let's have a look at some of the other dividers. So this is what I mean, not really a fan of this. It's just a bit weird. Don't like that either. Anyway, you get the drift. It's the same thing repeated throughout. You've got the monthly and then the weekly, and then it goes to next month again. The other thing that I wanted to point out, they are still doing the weird thing where you split the box in half in a triangle. Does not make sense to me because you've got all this gap up the top here. Why wouldn't you just restart the numbering up the top here, and then you would get a full box for each day? I know I say this about every Happy Planner, and they've been doing it for years, and they're still doing it, which is quite disappointing. I thought by now they would have improved on that. But apart from that, cannot fault the paper quality. It's pretty good. I have done a pen test in their some of the other planners. I will include a link in the description box below if you wanted to have a look at that. The paper quality, especially relative to the price, is pretty good. So overall, I do like the planner. I just don't like the dividers. Love the colors. Quite like the layout, except for the weekend section. So yeah, good. Probably not the best for my own personal preference, but if you are a student or a teacher, or you're a mum trying to plan all different areas, like your own life and your kids, then I think this planner would be a good fit. I will include a couple of other, well, plenty of other MAMBI reviews that I have done, since they have so many planners now, in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe. I usually post a couple of planner review videos each week.